Hello to all my lovely listeners and readers. Welcome to the Alchemist Reads and to our new series of Covid-19 Hell on Earth. I hope you guys are enjoying this series and you must have watched our previous two episodes also. If not, then why wait and why be late? Just check them out as soon as possible. So, going ahead with episode 3, topic 3, study from home, online education with a twist. I've been in this field of teaching now for the past 21 years. And trust me when I say this, because this is what I did as a student back in my school and college days also, which is hanging out with friends, sitting lectures or mass bunking them, but along with all the friends together, participating in extracurricular activities, going on school or college picnics, camps, trips, just because your best friend is doing so. Well, all this is exactly what defines a student's life, and it did mine also. Sure, studying at your alma mater is the basis of attending these institutions of knowledge and information, but as a teenager and a youth, particularly, having your peers alongside you, your friends beside you, gives you that X factor to indulge in mischiefs, pranks, and performances. Just about everything you do at school or college becomes that much special. But today, in the era of COVID-19, getting one's studies done has become a tedious affair for many students, more so for the serious ones, by simply staring at the screen of a mobile phone or a laptop without the feel and sense of the classroom environment, which they are so much habituated to and dependent upon right from their childhood. Online education is the future, no doubt about it. But not all education can be begotten in this fashion for the whole academic year. Students get a real exhausted, a real soon, real fast. They feel burdened and not to mention bored by this continuous studying and listening to online lectures without the companionship of their peers and friends beside them. There is a short story by Isaac Asimov titled The Fun They Had, which shows how the kids of faraway future find a course book, all published and printed in paper, and are shocked to know that this was how once kids used to study by gathering in a place called classroom within a school. Now, what's the way out of this current scenario? Well, to be utterly frank, this way of learning online isn't going away. Rather, that's how future learning will take place essentially. But once again, we, the elders, parents, guardians, teachers, can make sure that this online studying becomes fun and exciting for our kids and young ones. We can make sure that we don't push and dominate the kids to follow or watch only certain online education apps, but only suggest and nudge them and finally let them decide from where and how they want to learn. Also, we make sure that they get enough playtime in the real world, outside, and not just some video games between the scheduled lectures. Mostly in these coronavirus times, we make sure that our kids get enough PT in the lawn or the backyard garden of our homes or on the terraces of our apartments. And mostly, we need to make sure that our kids are mentally alright and cheerful with this sort of gaining knowledge from online portals rather than from a physical teacher in a classroom sitting beside their classmates and colleagues. Parents too now have to take on and share a little bit of responsibility of sitting with their students, with their kids, with their children, and filling them in on the practical side of education in the real world, letting the kids know how to apply all this theoretical knowledge in a practical manner in the real job out in the world. Such interactions will really be helpful for students to understand as to what they should zero in on getting out of their online studies, of how to make this cyber learning work for them. Teachers too will now have to jostle many different hats and varying roles. They just can't be expected to be simply an image on the other side of the screen. verbalizing what is given in the course book. Now teachers have to become motivators, guides, counselors, and mentors of their students to give them an overarching understanding of the times we are all living in and how to be successful in such trying times. Agreed, my dear listeners, that fun with friends at school is simply irreplaceable. But studying online can be made manageable only if we just try to do so. So, here is today's podcast, episode 3 of the series Hell on Earth. I hope you like it. I hope you will enjoy this. And I hope you will be excited for the next episode. See you soon, guys. The Alchemist has left the building.